Listen. I just came on here briefly to communicate with you all, to just, chime in here on TikTok. Normally, I don't really go live like that on TikTok because I'm still learning how to utilize TikTok, learning the language, learning all the different things as it pertains to, um, um, you know, h- how to make TikTok for what it's worth. And typically, I post videos. I create my own content and I upload the content here on TikTok. So I just want to, you know, I don't have nothing scripted out. I don't have nothing written down or not reading off a teleprompter or reading off paper. If anything that I can tell you all is this: don't get caught into the dehumanization of all the toxicity. I notice on social media, it seems like it's a trend that if you go live, it's always live about something that's negative. And so I've had a conversation with quite a few acquaintances of mine. I said, listen, I'm on a different type of a vibe, a different type of train of thought. If you not calling me with anything positive, I'm talking about I'm talking about you calling me saying, "Hey, it all I want is all positive stuff." That's it. I don't want to be indulged, entangled with nothing that's toxic. If you gonna gossip, don't call me. If you gonna talk down about somebody, do not call me. If you call me, it better be that you're calling me to let me know, hey, you got a raise on your job, you got a scholarship, you got accepted to a school, you just got a promotion on your job, you just got married or you got engaged, or it's got to be something positive, y'all. Because the reason why it has to be positive is because, listen, the enemy wants us to be so engulfed, so entangled, so involved with darkness and negativity that we lose focus and we lose track of fulfilling our purpose. And it's a lot of us, we know what the issues are in the community. We know what's going on. We know what's transpiring at large. We gotta change the algorithm. Let's change the algorithm. Everybody have these lies that they be on there. Well, men are this, men are that. Uh, Marriage ain't this and marriage ain't that. Listen, we don't have time to feel the enemy. See, when you start indulging in that type of negative energy, you don't understand the pull, the spiritual pull, the mental strain. See, we don't think about those type of things. We just be so quick. Yeah, let me hop on. Let me hop on. Yeah, let me bash. Let me bash women. Let me bash men. Let me do. Let me do that. I mean, we just be so right. But that is a trick from the enemy. That is a trick from the enemy to get you and I worn out, to get us to close the benediction on each other. That scripture is so very true that the enemy walks about like a roaring lion. And he got a lot of us out here walking about like a roaring lion, closing the benediction on your brother, closing the benediction on your sister, closing the benediction on the community, only having you to see life from a skewed perspective. For every negative, there's a positive. We got to change the algorithm. We're going to use social media for social change. I want y'all to flood social media with all positive stuff. All positive stuff. I mean just what I said. I mean exactly what I said. I told a couple of acquaintances this week, I only want to hear positive stuff. If you can't call me, to talk about doing your business, if you got an LLC, if you got a nonprofit, or you are elevating and you are advancing. That's the type of time frame that all of us need to be on. We don't need to be so wrapped around with this toxicness. A lot of us, we love toxicity. It's time for us to have a divorce and have a breakup from all this toxicness. It's a lot of good in the neighborhood that's going on. It's a lot that don't stop falling to the programming of the news. Most of us, we get so ingrained into the news. We be sitting there, we scrolling through social media. Your mind start changing, your mood start changing. Why? Because you start falling for the trick of the enemy. You start comparing and contrasting yourself to other people. You start comparison, right? You start getting involved with comparing yourself. Even those of us that are ministers, those of us that are clergy, we fall and get sucked in to the enemy. We start comparing ourselves to others. And then before you know it, our mood is messed up. Our mood is messed up. We start second guessing ourselves. We start thinking we not called because you sit around and you look at another minister, or you look at another ministry, and then you be feeling all down in the dumps because why? You've decided to fall trick to the enemy to start comparing yourself. And then you start questioning you. And then once you start questioning yourself, then you start questioning God. You start saying, I don't know if I'm called because look at so-and-so. They're this age. Look at so-and-so. And I'm this age. And look where I'm at. And da-da-da-da-da. And before you know it, the enemy then sniffed you. The enemy then took your attention, took your mind, and got your mind going to the left. I want to encourage somebody. Be you and be what God called you to be. And don't fall trick to the enemy. Don't fall trick. Don't fall privy to the enemy. The enemy literally is doing things to get us to lose hope, to get us to lose what our mission. The enemy is doing and he's using any and everything. But I'm telling you, if you will stay focused and posture yourself to have a renewed mind, I'm telling you, you're going to be good. I'm telling you. So I got a challenge for you this week. A real challenge for you. We're going to use social media for social change. And so what we're going to do is we're going to flood the timeline with positive stuff. We're going to flood the timeline. We're going to go on social media and you're going to post all positive stuff. I started a trend called social media for social change. But social media for social positive change. Social media for positive change. That's the hashtag. Social media for positive change. Flood the timelines. How everybody doing? Everybody that's tuned in, that's on here, I am speaking that the hand of God, the power of God will bless you mightily, that you will have increase, that you will have clarity, that you will have understanding, that you will have wisdom, that you will operate in discipline, that you will be a good steward, that you will fulfill the vision and the mission that is upon your life. You will be successful in your career. You will be successful in your family. You will be successful with your education. You will be successful in ministry. You will be successful in your community. You will be success. Everywhere that you go, success will follow you. Everything that you put your hands to may be nothing but prosperity and peace. May it be nothing but the love of God. May nothing but the testimony of the goodness of the Lord follow you. I pray that you will be a nurturer. I pray that the hand of God and the power of God will use you mightily, that you will begin to soar, that you will begin to mount your faith like that of an eagle. You will soar. You will soar high in all of your endeavorments. You're not going to get weary. You're not going to get weary in well doing. All that you are going after, all that you are striving after, all that you have put your hands to, you will be successful. If you're in the chat, I want you to say this: I will be successful. I will be what God called me to be. I will succeed. Victory follows me. I will complete. I will conquer. I will achieve. I will win. I will soar. I will build strength. I will build endurance. Greatness is in me, because greater is he that is within me than he that be in the world. Greatness is in me. God has called me to be great. He's called me to be great in my community. He's called me to be great in my career. He's called me to be great in my education. He's called me to be great in college. He called me to be great in school. He called me to be great in the marketplace. He called me to be great everywhere that I go. Greatness is in me. I lack nothing, because I am the walking billboard. I am the walking manifestation. I am the prescription of hope. I am the prescription of victory. I am the prescription of change. I am the prescription of restoration. I am the prescription of reconciliation. I am the prescription of changing. I am the ambassador of love. I am the ambassador of peace. I am the ambassador of joy, happiness. I am the way maker. Nothing. I'm not lacking nothing. I'm not lacking nothing. I have all that is within me. I will succeed. I will conquer. I will achieve. There is nothing that I'm lacking. There's nothing that I'm holding back. I will be and I will fulfill what God has called me to fulfill. Can't no demon, can't no devil, can't no imp, can't no lack of insecurity, can't no lack of faith. No giant will get in the way of what God called me to do. Come on, I want you to begin to decree and declare this, that I will be successful. I know it's a lot of people that have not seen me, on the lives, and it's because I've been busy. I've been picked up. I picked up another job, right? So I know it's a lot of people. They have reached out, and I hadn't been on here like that. I have program content to upload here on TikTok and on Instagram. I'm still learning how to use all this stuff. Personally, I don't really like all this censorship, and you got to use all these different words and cues and all this stuff. It gives me a headache. That's why I had started my podcast. My podcast is called Uncut Live Productions, and literally I called it Uncut because I feel like we need a safe space within the community where we can speak our mind unapologetically and proudly, not hurting or harming the community, but we need to be able to talk about things that relate to us within the community, for us and by us. And so I'm decreeing and declaring that this weekend will be a great, successful weekend. Listen, y'all, listen, I have shared with many of you all. June was Men's Mental Health Month. June was Men's Mental Health Month. And me personally, I think that every month should be Men's Mental Health Month, because guess what? It's a lot of men, and it's even a lot of women that out here that are doing success. They doing a lot of great things. They're doing a lot of great things. They being moms, they being mothers, they being role models, they being mentors, they're doing so many great dynamic things. And a lot of you, I uploaded it on Instagram yesterday. Change Agent Now for Life on Instagram. Y'all can follow me on Instagram. But I posted yesterday. I said, you know what? Shout out to Disability Awareness Month, right? And I spoke from a place of me being a scoliosis warrior, okay? A scoliosis warrior, right? Y'all share this. That's all I'm gonna just tell y'all to do. Just share this. I hope it's encouraging somebody. I just, you know, let me get myself together because I get excited when I get in that zone. I get in the zone and my thoughts just start flowing. They just start flowing. They just start flowing. But I said it yesterday. I said there are a lot of people that wake up every day and they deal with disabilities. It's some people that wake up in pain. It's some people that smile that you'll see on social media and you never know what they're going through behind closed doors. And I said that I salute all of the people that are waking up and making life happen despite how they may feel, despite their disability. It's some of us, and I can speak from a place of someone who deals with scoliosis of the spine, someone who deals with arthritis. And I promote health being our wealth. I take my vitamins. I try to exercise. I do the turmeric. I do the ginger. I do all of those things. And sometimes life have a way of lifing. But I don't let life and stop me from still trying to push forward. And I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to keep going forward. I want to encourage you to keep pressing, to keep fighting, to keep doing what it is that you're doing and making a difference in your life. A lot of you are doing some phenomenal things. A lot of you are doing some dynamic things. I want to also encourage you too. Stop comparing yourself. What's for you is for you. What's for you is for you. What's for you is for you. Come on, you can put that in the chat. What's for me is what's for me. You don't see Dunkin' Donuts. You don't see Wawa. You don't see Royal Farms. You don't see Krispy Kreme. You don't see Sheetz. You don't see 7-Eleven. You don't see these entities bickering or beefing with each other. You don't see Dunkin' Donuts beefing with Krispy Kreme because Dunkin' Donuts is selling coffee and then Krispy Kreme is selling coffee. No, you don't see none of that stuff going on. Why? Because they both know who they are. And I want you to know who you are. You got to know who you are, and you got to know that what's for you is for you. I want you to get in your mind that what's for me is what's for me. I heard somebody say this to me, right? And I challenged them. I said, listen, they came to me and they said, you should be praying to be a Boaz to somebody. I said, let me tell you something. I'm not going to pray that prayer. That's not why. You know why I'm not going to pray that prayer? Because guess what? I don't want to covet what somebody else has. My prayer is this: God, whomever you see fit for me, let me be who I'm supposed to be for that person. You know, then they cracked little jokes and said, Boaz, and he might be a broke ass. And I'm just like, I'm not on that wave. I'm on a positive wave. God, what's for me, let it be for me. God, let me be who I'm supposed to be for that person that's for me. And that's what I want you to begin, and for you to begin to decree and declare. God, what's for me is for me. God, let me be who I'm supposed to be. I'm not lacking anything. I'm not allowing procrastination. I'm not allowing me not having a vision. I'm not going to allow anything to get in the way of my hearing, of my vision. Why? Because I'm focused. I'm focused, baby. I got greatness in me. Greatness is in me everywhere that I go. And so I decree and declare to you that this day, at this time, at 4:38, that whatever you put your hands to, you will be successful. That increase is gonna come forth from you. Breakthrough is gonna come forth from you. You are gonna walk in your blessings, and you are going to be the change that you want to see, because greatness is in you, and you are called for greatness. If nobody has told you this, I love you because God loves you. And guess what? There's nothing you can do about that. This is yours truly, the Reverend Dr. Clark. Go be great on purpose. Look up. Don't look down. Look up. Because God has great things on the horizon for you. Peace and purpose. Peace and blessings. Signing out. Y'all take care.